Hello and welcome back to a brand new Pokemon Showdown team building session, this time around Galvantula in the UU tier. Galvantula is an interesting Pokemon with a lot of strengths, especially in UU. I expect it to stay in UU for this year, to be honest. I don't see it moving out. I think this is pretty much its perfect placement because it's fast, has a nice attack stat, a useful ability, and good utility moves and offensive moves. So overall, it's pretty much perfect, really, for where it is. It's typing, Bug Electric. Sure, it's not the best typing in the world, but it's perfectly fine. It's a very okay Pokemon in my opinion. I'm not really selling it very well, but it's very okay. And that, in UU, means it's actually pretty good. Out of the whole of Pokemon, sure it's okay. In UU, it's good. So therefore, don't see it moving, I see it staying exactly where it is. And the main reason for that is its utility move in Sticky Web. Sticky Web is an incredible move to have, lowering the speed of all of your opponents by one stage. That's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. That can pair into so many different things. It can allow you to run a slightly slower team and still get away with it and start speed things and stuff like that. Your sweepers are going to have an easier time and stuff like that. Just a very, very useful move to have. It also gets moves like Volt Switch. Again, Switch Initiative on basically your Stealth Rocker, essentially. It's not exactly a Stealth Rocker, but it's the same kind of scenario. You lead with it, you set up that utility for the rest of the game, and it's very, very useful throughout the match. Same kind of thing, but Volt Switching out can be very, very nice. It does also get a little bit of coverage in Bug Buzz and Energy Ball. Those are the two other moves you're really gonna run, or a Hidden Power of your choosing. Now, generally, I would see Hidden Power Ice picked the most because electric types pair really well with Hidden Power Ice. So Hidden Power Ice can be run, or you can run Bug Buzz, or you can run Energy Ball. To be honest, I kind of like running Energy Ball. That's my personal preference with this Pokemon because I'm not really sure if Bug Buzz is ever going to come in too useful. So I mean, you could definitely swap Bug Buzz out for something, but Energy Ball is useful because it hits ground types hard. And ground types are obviously immune by electric types, very, very useful coverage to have. No real reason not to run it. Plus, in UU, you used to see a lot of Donphan, so I'd run Energy Ball to hit Donphan that would lead against me. But that might have changed, so I don't know about that anymore. But this isn't going to stay as the moveset. I don't know if we're going to keep Volt Switch. I don't know if we're going to keep Bug Buzz. They could be swapped around. Probably going to keep Energy Ball because I like it on this Pokemon. We are going to be running Focus Sash because, okay, I can't spell today. I'm going to point that out right now. I've been trying to spell things all day. It's not going well. I'm having a lot of typos. It's fine though. We are going to be running Max Special Attack, Max Speed because we want to set up first. We want to hit things hard and revenge kill and stuff like that. We don't really want to have a bulky Galvantula. Its defenses really aren't that great. We'll take use of the stats that are actually good. So we run the Focus Sash just so we can live any one hit. Make sure we get Sticky Web up if we need to late game or something like that. If something's like outspeeding us or whatever, we can revenge kill this. You know, it's that sort of scenario. So overall, the moves may not be set in stone because they're going to rely a little bit on our teammates. If we already have coverage elsewhere, say we already have a Grass type, we might not need Energy Ball. We might want to run Hidden Power Ice instead. Just a scenario, we don't really know yet. I haven't made the team. So, our weaknesses with this Pokemon are Fire, Rock, not Flying, not Ground. Is it just Fire and Rock? It might just be Fire and Rock. But one thing to keep in mind is this is not a particularly bulky Pokemon, so a lot of neutral hits might still KO it. If we're worrying about Fire and Rock, we'll go with that for just making a core. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll worry about that for the core. We're going to look at some stuff down here that has high defense, that maybe resists Rock, so we don't just get Stone Edged into oblivion. That's sounding pretty nice. We do have Donphan down here. We do have Donphan, and I did say myself, Donphan is usually run. Plus that would give us Stealth Rock. It would give us resistance to Rock. Overall, I do think Donphan is a very solid Pokemon in UU because it has a very nice attack stat and very nice defense stat. I think we're going to run a defensive Donphan. I'll give you leftovers for the time being. That might change to Rocky Helmet depending on what our other core member is or whatever. We're going to run Earthquake. Never a reason not to run Earthquake, unless you're expecting to go up against grassy terrain, which, that is not run as much as you'd like to believe. So yeah, no worries about that. We can run Knockoff. I like that utility. We can run Stealth Rock. I definitely think that'll be worth it. If I can find where it is, there it is. And with Donphan, it has a little bit of that 5-slot move syndrome thing going on with it, because I like to run Ice Shard and I like to run Stone Edge. In fact, it does have a lot of good moves it can use. It can get Head Smash, it can get Play Rough, it can get Poison Jab, it can get Rapid Spin. It does have a lot of good moves it can get. Rapid Spin is kind of tempting me. So is Ice Shard. I think I'm going to go with either Ice Shard or Rapid Spin. And at the moment, I'm leaning more towards Rapid Spin because we already have a Stealth Rock, a Sticky Webber that's got a Focus Sash, so if Stealth Rocks get us out, that can break the Sash and stuff like that. Plus we have Pokemon Sturdy now. Overall, Rapid Spin just seems kind of nice. We don't really know what we're going to be picking up. If we end up with a team that only has Galvantula weak to rocks or anything like that, we very, very well may change that to Ice Shard, but at the moment, I'm going to leave that as Rapid Spin and hope that that'll come in more useful, to be honest. That's the only real thing we're aiming for. If that's more useful than Ice Shard, then it's the better move to have. So, especially defensive core to go with Donphan. We're looking for something to resist water, grass, ice. So basically, I mean, Galvantula does resist grass. I think Galvantula could deal with a grass type, so I think we're just looking for something that mainly resists water and ice, which would be a water type. So especially defensive water type would be good. I'd like something with reliable recovery. That's one of the main things on my mind. Reliable recovery is a plus. Milotic, I've used Milotic a lot lately, so I kind of want to go against that, but Milotic would be great here. Vaporeon could be good. I haven't used a Vaporeon in a very, very long time. Plus, its recovery is in Wish, which means I can Wish Pass into the Donphan to recover its health. And I like that. I like that a lot. That gives us not so much reliable recovery, but it's still recovery. I mean, that's all we're really after. So we'll run Wish, definitely. Scald, definitely. Toxic, definitely, because this is a very stally Pokemon. Those are moves that are going to come in very, very useful. Part of me wants to run Heal Bell. Protect is always an option. Don't get me wrong, Protect is always good. Ice Beam if you want that coverage, take grass types or whatever. I'm personally feeling Heal Bell. I'm feeling a little bit of utility on this team. I'm thinking maybe our Pokemon gets burned or something like that, or Toxic. We can preserve it for later and Vaporeon can come in, stall out, do what it needs to, heal up the team. We then, you know, do our thing. That does seem kind of nice. It does definitely seem kind of nice. Haze could also be an option. I'm torn between Haze and Heal Bell. These are both incredibly useful options. But I feel like Heal Bell's a better way to go. And we're going to run max health, odd amount of HP, so that we don't take that extra damage on Stealth Rocks, even though we do have a Rapid Spinner, so hopefully we won't be taking Stealth Rocks, and we're going to run a little bit into our special attack. Overall, Vaporeon is normally run physically defensively because its special defense and HP are just so naturally high. So we're amplifying the very, very high stats it already has, meaning we don't take physical hits too well, but special hits we're going to be taking incredibly well. So we're going to be a Calm Nature, I believe. Yep, Calm Nature. We don't need our attack at all. We're not using it. In fact, the lower attack the better, because if we get ourselves in confusion, we do less damage. Something to point out, because I don't really point out very often. We are going to run Leftovers, because we want to be sticking around for as long as possible. Vaporeon, I don't know what to name you. I'm pretty sure I used to name you something like Mystique or something, but I think I may have named that for Suicune. I think that's just my generic water-type name. I don't know. Right. Now then. Now we get into our sweeper. I want to think of a good sweeper in the UU tier, and at the moment, none are really coming to my mind. There are a couple of good sweepers, but I want something powerful. I want something that's just gonna strike fear into the heart of my opponents. Like a Lanoon would. In fact, what gets Belly Drum? Let's just go there straight away. What gets Belly Drum? Is there anything fast that gets Belly Drum? We have Charizard, that's fairly fast. We have the Sticky Webs, that would be a lot faster than I'd expect. So overall, yep, that would hit pretty damn hard. Although, I think I'd rather run Dragon Dance if I was running a physical Charizard, but still, Belly Drum Charizard's an option. Belly Drum Clefable, I'm not doing that. Belly Drum like Poliwhirl, Slowbro. Yeah, you're a little bit too slow, a little bit too slow. Belly Drum Magmar. Belly Drum Magmar, that just... It's not something you see every day. No, we're gonna go against that. I'd like something kind of fast. I mean, honestly, Belly Drum Lanoon. It's not even that bad. It's really not that bad. Belly Drum Hariyama, again, a little bit too slow for my liking. Belly Drum Licky Lick. Belly Drum Darmanitan? That could be good. That could be really good, although it's really frail. Belly Drum Slurpuff. What am I on about? There's a Slurpuff right here. I have not used Slurpuff in so long. We are naming you Sugar Rush because, honestly, it's such a good name for you. You have to admit, it fits. It fits. It's a sweet. It's actually a sweet. Sugar Rush is a brilliant name. I think this is one of my only good names I've ever come up with. I'm sure someone's done it before me, but I came up with it myself, so I'll take credit. We're going to run Belly Drum with the Unburden. I still think the Belly Drum Citrus set is the way to go. I know there's the new berries, like the Figgy Berry and the Agave Berry that heal half your health if you're below 4 HP. But that's a little bit less reliable, and we do want that Unburden proc, so Citrus Berry is just a really nice way to guarantee we get the Unburden boost, so definitely the berry to run, definitely the thing to go with. We run the Dream Punch for recovery, we run the Play Rough to completely annihilate people, and we run a move. Normally I run Return. I'm kind of going against that now. I don't think Return's going to be all that useful anymore. I think instead we could go with something like Substitute. I feel like that would be much more useful. Although, part of me is also like, I could run something really weird. Something really weird, just to confuse people. Like Safeguard. No. No, don't run Safeguard. Oh boy, okay, right, don't run Safeguard, that's not the move to run. We can run like Thief. I think Substitute's the way to go. I think Substitute's definitely the way to go. And this is going to recommend us max speed. We are running a Sticky Web team, and our speed is going to be doubling. So just to put this in perspective, we're going to take, say, Aerodactyl, probably the fastest thing in UU that strikes a threat to our team. There's obviously like Axel, Golden Ninjask, but they don't hit very hard. So Aerodactyl, probably the hardest hitting thing that's fast. And with a max speed, plus speed nature, it's going to be hitting 394 speed. So as long as we have above 200 speed, I'm really not too worried. In fact, we don't even need above 200. We can run like... I mean, we'll run 200, just for like a nice even number. Obviously, other Pokemon can set up their stat boosts and stuff like that. Not denying that. There are definitely times when I will wish I had a higher speed. However, for the most part, unless they're setting up in speed, we should not need a higher speed than this, and that allows us to build a little bit more defensively. So we can have, like, a little bit of a weird set because we have 4 points into our special defense and all of that stuff, but we can have a little bit more HP, we can take hits a little bit better in the first place, make sure we get that Belly Drum off, then we'll get the Unburden proc, get that Citrus Berry, heal up, all that good stuff. We heal up with Drain Punch, you know, it all just kind of works into our favor. So I feel like this is a little bit of a weird spread, but I feel like it's going to be really good. And we're not going to be running an Aerodactyl on the team. So Aerodactyl, goodbye. We are going to run something else. Aerodactyl might not be bad. We might even want an Aerodactyl, but at the moment, not the thing I'm thinking of. Instead, I'm going to look through what weaknesses we have across this team. I'm seeing Grass. Seeing Grass is a pretty bad weakness. Grass looks pretty awkward. Pretty awkward for certain. Other than that, I don't think we have any other common weakness for our team, so that's pretty good. We just have to worry about grass types for the time being. There's probably going to be one Pokemon I completely ignore that's just going to sweep through my entire team. But at the moment, doesn't look like it. So for the time being, we're going to take something that resists grass. So maybe a dragon? Seeing as we don't have any fairy weakness. We do have one ice weakness, so I don't particularly want to pick up on that. We don't have a dragon weakness, obviously we have dragon resistance, so... Drampa? I kind of want to try it. I haven't used Drampa all that much. Drampa could be fun. Do I think this is a UU Pokemon or an IU Pokemon? Personally, I think it's more of an IU Pokemon. I definitely feel like Drampa is a lower tier dragon, like Dradagon was, but I feel like if it's in the right situation where Berserk goes off, maybe you have a Trick Room up, I feel like it could be really powerful. I feel like this is more of a VGC Pokemon, where you're in a double battle, you get lowered to a low amount of health, you set up Trick Room with your other Pokemon, then you start piling out +1 Hyper Voices from a high attack Pokemon that's suddenly very fast because of Trick Room. However, we're going to give it a go. We're going to give it a go in singles, we're going to keep the Berserk because Berserk is a lovely ability, we resist Grass as it is, so I don't really see a reason to run Sap Sipper. Cloud9, very situational, so I don't really like it. We could definitely run Choice Specs. However, I kind of want to run one of the big healing HP berries so that we make sure we get ourselves back up above that Berserk ratio. We then get Berserk proc again if we go lower again. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. We're going to run Hyper Voice, as I mentioned, because it's like the only normal type stab I know it gets. We're going to run Dragon Pulse, because it's a dragon and I want reliable dragon stab. Not really anything complicated there. We can run Flamethrower. We don't have any fire coverage yet, so Flamethrower is very, very nice. Not sure if Scizor is still in UU. Please tell me it's not. It's no longer in UU, although it says UU here and still says banned. Not entirely sure why that's happening, but it doesn't look like it's in UU anymore. Thank the heavens that it's gone. That was way too busted in this tier. I didn't like it. We're going to run Flamethrower, and we are going to run... Part of me wants to run something like Glare or something for utility, but we have a fair amount of utility on this team as it is, so I think we'll be fine just running another move. Could run Roost. We could run Roost. However, we have a big heal in our berry in the first place, so I think we're just going to run like Thunderbolt. I think Thunderbolt's the way to go. Maybe Surf would be better, maybe Ice Beam, maybe Energy Ball. This Pokemon does get a fair amount of good coverage, so no complaints there. It does get the coverage. I think that's going to be what we're running though. I think. Flamethrower, Thunderbolt, kind of cover each other. Not the best, sure, but more the coverage that I feel we need, because we definitely need Flamethrower. So, how do we round up this team? We have 2 resistances to Grass. Not that they're particularly bulky, but that's fine. We have a Physical Sweeper. We don't really have a Special Sweeper, but we have 3 strong Special Attackers. Even Vaporeon's still pretty strong to Special Attack stat. I'd like a Physical Attacker, because I do love to have a Physical Special split on my teams. I'm pretty sure running more Special Attackers is not a bad thing, because then Special Attackers aren't affected by Intimidate and things such as that. So overall, it can be really, really beneficial to run more Special Attacks, actually. Just a quick point to make out. What did I just say? To make out? No, I don't think that came out right, but oh well. Overall, I like to have a split though, so we're just going to sort by Physical Attack. If you're in doubt, just sort by Physical Attack. See what comes up. What do we have here? Do I want it to be fast? Our team isn't naturally very fast. So say we don't get our Sticky Web up, and we don't get everything set up for our Slurpuff or anything else, suddenly this team looks very, very slow. The only real fast Pokemon we have is Slurpuff. Galvantula is a little bit fast, so we'll look for a fast Physical Attacker. If I could get Mega Beedrill right now, I'd be tempted. I'd be very, very tempted. Mega Lopunny would be great. Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl. I'm coming back to it and I'm thinking that's not even that bad. Talonflame isn't that bad. Talonflame definitely has positives. Marshadow, I would love to run a Marshadow, I'm not gonna lie, but it's still not out yet. Oh, I don't even know if it's been 100% confirmed or anything like that at this point, but I want it. High physical attack, high speed. We're not seeing a whole lot of craziness. Megalith, yes, yeah, that's... It's not going to be a thing. Dodrio, again. I'm kind of looking for something that maybe gets fire moves and maybe gets fighting moves. So what about like a fighting type with Fire Punch? So any fast fighting types with Fire Punch. Oddly specific things to look for, I know, but... Hawlucha. Because we can't use Mega Lopunny, we can't use Mega Mewtwo, we can't use Marshadow, we Can't use any of these good Megas. That would be great right here. A Mega Gallade would be so beautiful. Gallade could just be really good. May not be the fastest thing, but it's still good. Do we have any weaknesses that Gallade really has? Do we have a Psychic weakness or anything like that? Gives us a fighting resistance. I mean, we have plenty of fighting resistances in Charlotte and Sugar Rush, so that's fine as it is. Ghost. We have an immunity and no weaknesses, so I think we should be fine to pick up that. Overall, I think Gallade's a really good pickup. It might not be as fast as Hawlucha, but I think it does its job, so we can run maybe like Swords Dance if we want, or something like that. Maybe just Power Up Punch, I'm not really sure. The thing is, I don't really know how we fit the Fire Punch on here. I mean, we do have Flamethrower, so we don't necessarily need it. I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine with just Flamethrower. We're going to run the Psycho Cut. We're going to run... This is what I'm on about with typos. Psycho Cut. There we go. Nailed it. So Psycho Cut, Close Combat. We run... the other two moves. It's really dependent on what I want. In fact, do I want Close Combat or do I want Bulk Up Drain Punch? Ooh. What do I want? Swords Dance. See, now I'm in... Oh, there are so many different things we could be running right here. I think we're going to run the Ice Punch, because we don't have a lot of ice coverage. Yeah, we don't have, like, any ice coverage so far. So Ice Punch is going to be nice. We don't have the knockoff, but I'm not too worried about that. We have knockoff on Donphan if there's a Porygon 2. Not that we really want to be in that matchup, but we're going to need to remove that Eviolite. Plus, that we'll have Drain Punch on this Pokemon. I think we're just going to run Swords Dance. I feel like the good Power Spike from Swords Dance is going to be nice. I think we run... Steadfast could be really good. Justified could also be really good. Very, very dependent on whether we want a speed boost or an attack boost. Are we going to come up against more fake out users? Are we going to come up against more knockoff users or whatever? It's kind of hard to tell. I feel like the attack boost is going to be better because we are pairing this with Sticky Web, so we're going to be fast as it is. So we're going to be max attack, max speed, plus speed nature. We're going to want to be as fast as we possibly can be before the Sticky Web because we aren't actually a very fast Pokemon overall. 4 points into our defense to make sure we can take defensive hits a little bit better because we don't have very good defense. And we're going to run a... Kind of want to run a Lumberry. We don't have a Z move on this team. I always realize this at the last damn moment. We don't have a Z move on this team. I kind of want to run Rocky Helmet on my Donphan. I'm going to go back and change that because I don't feel like it needs the leftovers recovery if we're going to be Wish passing into it and maybe stuff like that. I'm happy with not running Ice Shard on this because we have Ice Punch on Gallade. I kind of want to run Thunder on Galvantula. This is just how I'm feeling I should run the team. Obviously, there's probably a better way to run it, don't get me wrong, but because we have Ice Punch over here, and we do have Dragon coverage for Dragons, and we do have a Fairy type for Dragons, Ice, don't get me wrong, it's not just for Dragons, but we have other ways to check things. I don't feel like we need Hidden Power Ice, feel like we can run Energy Ball, don't really feel like we need Bug Buzz all that much. Overall, Bug Buzz, it hits Dark, it hits Psychic. It hits Grass. I mean, it's not the best coverage to really have. It's only really if you're afraid of a Malamar coming in. Malamar. That's the only real reason. It's a fun thing to say. So, for a Z move, we could give Gallade a Z move. I don't know what Z Swords Dance does. I'm pretty sure it removes stat drops that it has on it. We could give him like an Icinium Z for Ice Punch and just have a crazy hitting ice move. Or maybe a Psychium Z, have just a crazy hitting Psycho Cut. I think we'll go with the Psychium Z. Now, I have no idea if this is any kind of good or not. I have no idea. But you know what? It's experimentation time on Gallade. So overall, the team does look nice. Drampa is a little weak, in my opinion, but it's fine. Gallade, I don't have a name, so we're just going to call you Wally because he has Gallade. I know, right? Original Drampa. I don't know. You're an old dragon. Let's call you Sensei. There you go. Vaporeon. No name. I have no name for Vaporeon right now. Water Dogger. Oh god. Oh god, we're doing it. We're doing it. My names today, we do not talk about them. They never existed. And Donphan, we are gonna call you... Donphan. Oh my. Such an ugly. Donphan is such an ugly. Yep. I was gonna say such an ugly shiny. Last word did not come out because I am tired. I am ill. If you didn't guess already by this, then yeah. We haven't even given you an EV spread. What am I doing? You are a defensive Donphan. I did say it was defensive. I hope everyone picked up on that, but yeah. Defensive spread, obviously, we want to have as much into our defense as possible. With an impish nature and all that good stuff. No reason not to run that. We do have all the other EV spreads in the right places, right? Okay, yep, we do. And Donphan, we are going to call you... We're going to call you Fan. Pharrell. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Okay, that's not weird at all. Right. We're going to go validate the team, make sure it's all okay. Team is valid, Gen7.UU. We do have a fair bit of utility on this team with Sticky Web, we have Stealth Rock, we have Rapid Spin, we have Heal Bell, we have Substitute. I mean, we have much more utility than a normal run. We still have a good mix of sweepers, we still have a good mix of offense. Overall, I like the team. And that's the most important thing, really. So if you guys have enjoyed this Galvantula team building session, leave a like down below, hit that subscribe button, and without further ado, bye!